Welcome to the NEPA Scene Podcast. We're coming to you live from Cole Creative in downtown Wilkes-Barre. I'm Rich Howells. I'm the founder and editor of NEPA Scene. Our friend here, John Popko, couldn't make it tonight, family obligations and all that, but I'm sure you guys all have your own stuff going on. But I hope you guys tune in for the full hour. We've got Scranton folk singer-songwriters JP Biondo and Chris Kearney just before their show at the River Street Jazz Cafe. They're going to leave right after this and head over there. So if you guys are looking for somewhere to go tonight, that is one of many places you can go on the biggest party night of the year in the area. But we're talking about their upcoming performance at Friday, fundraiser for Brian Craig, who's the co-owner of The Bog and a barber at Loyalty Barbershop in Scranton, at the Scranton Cultural Center this Friday, November 23rd. We're going to talk about what Craiger means to the community, writing and playing music together, and as solo musicians, playing festivals like the Peach Music Festival, and much, much more. We've got lots to talk about, so please stay tuned for the full hour. We would love to hear from you, your questions and comments right down below. We will answer them at one point in the show, so make sure that you guys stay tuned and listen in. But if you have any questions for our guests here, for me, anything you want to talk about in general, anything you want to react to that we're talking about, by all means. And we would love to hear your memories of Brian Craig as well, the ones that are friendly enough that we could read on. We are an uncensored show, but that only goes so far. So nothing's going to get us kicked off of Facebook, all right? But if you have particular memories of Craiger that you want to share, please share them down below, what he means to you personally. So, all right, let's get to, before we get to the interview, we got to plug our sponsors real quick. Beer Boys in Wilkes-Barre was kind enough to give us these growlers for tonight. With tonight being the biggest drinking night of the year, I encourage you to go down to Beer Boys. 72 beers on tap, half price happy hour from 9 to 11. You're not going to get a better selection in the area than this. Tonight, we have the Benny single batch blackberry down the line. So you couldn't get more Northeast PA than
down
that.
The line. Down the line.
Yeah, that's good. We've had that one before. That one's good. The Mother Earth Cali Cream and Nitro. I did have this yesterday at the V Spot, but I haven't had the Nitro version. So that's like a cream ale. That's also very good. And the SBC Blueberry, which is very popular. Susquehanna Brewing Company, brewed right here in the area. One of my personal favorites, because usually you get blueberry stuff and never actually tastes like blueberry, but that's like an overload of blueberry. You're going to be having a sip with me. Which one do you want to start with?
I'll try that Nitro one, the cream ale.
Okay.
Thanks, Rich.
Yeah, no problem.
Do it in front of the microphone.
One of these out. There you
All
go.
right, thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty. All right, thanks, Beer Boys.
Cheers.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's real good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, please check them out. They have a half price happy hour, every night. They also have live entertainment on the weekends from 10 p.m. and there's never a cover. We also want to plug the V Spot, our other sponsor. One of the most popular bars in northeastern Pennsylvania, guaranteed to be packed this whole weekend, I'm sure. They have quite the lineup this weekend, actually. Nowhere Slow is tonight. Karaoke with DJ Huff on Thanksgiving. So if you want to avoid the relatives and head down there, by all means, good place to do it. Grace's Downfall on Friday. London Force is getting back together for one night only for this Saturday. And DJ Huff is hosting karaoke on Sunday, so make sure that you go and check that out. The NEPA Scene Rising Talent Open Mic and Talent Contest also has 1 week left. So if you guys want to participate in that, next Tuesday is our final open mic for the year. So
Can we get in there?
Absolutely. It's open to anybody. So please come down. We would love to actually give it a big send-off with our last one for the year. It's been hard to get people out this season, fall, winter. People turn on Netflix, and that's kind of it.
Yep.
It's hard to get anybody to come out. So it's kind of been up and down this season, but we've still got a good steady group of performers that have been coming out. So, and you can vote for your favorite act right now on nepascene.com/rising talent. You can vote once a day, right up until the end of the month, and then the next month we'll start over, and you'll be able to vote from all the performers that came out in November. So, but yeah, we're giving away $200 cash, free recording studio time, all that good stuff. So, but let's get to the subject at hand. Now, usually I kind of start off with like the general questions and move into this stuff, but I want to start off by talking about Brian Craig and this benefit and everything. But first, I thought it'd be fun to, since with the Thanksgiving and everything, let's start by saying what we're thankful for here today. What are you guys thankful for?
Well, I'm thankful for this guy here.
Thankful for myself as well.
He helps keep my head on straight sometimes. But yeah, good friends and family. Especially, lately it's been easier to really see those people a lot with everything that's happened with Brian and our good friend Anthony Hannigan as well, and a whole bunch of others. Andy Gosling from Railroad Earth passed away from cancer as well, and just stuff like that happens in life to your friends and your loved ones, and then the community kind of all comes together, and it's just, I'm thankful to have good friends and family for sure.
Makes you think too, it puts things in perspective.
Yeah, it does, man. Life is it's a crazy ride around.
Yeah, absolutely. We usually try to keep everything more cheerful on the show, but it's a tough subject. The good thing is that we can get everybody together for stuff like this.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about Brian Craig. A lot of people know him as the co-owner of The Bog, or barber at Loyalty Barbershop, or drummer in various local bands over the years. How did you guys know him? How did you first meet? What has your relationship been like?
I met Brian at The Bog. Actually, when I finally turned 21, I started
Last year, right?
hanging out there. Yeah. Mom and Dad kicked me out of the house, and no. So I've known Bri for like 11 years or 12 years or something, and we just instantly became friends. It didn't take too long at all, and he just kind of took me under his wing, and I'd walk into that bar and he'd go, "Oh, there's my little bud. There he is." So I was little bud, he was big bud. But that was how I got to know him, and then we ended up playing a lot of music together. Not necessarily in the same bands, but he played in And the Money Notes for a good long while. He's been in a whole bunch of bands.
Yep.
But when he was in And the Money Notes, I'd usually hop up there with him and play his percussion kit and stuff. And
with a little splash of his hand.
Oh yeah. Or the what's the thing with like the ball?
Oh yeah.
Was it Vibra Slap or something? He loves that one too. But so I got to know Bri through music and through drinking. Be quite frank about it.
Yeah.
And we just became really good friends, and man, just love that guy. He's the best. How about you? How'd you meet Brian?
Same, at the Bog, playing music. Done it for quite a while, and he's. I was trying to think of a Bri story, and we went down a couple years ago to Philadelphia. There's a bunch of us. We rented a van, and I drove.
Was that for the Jameson thing, or
I forget what it? No, it wasn't the Jameson. It was we went to see this metal band called The Sword.
Oh yeah.
At the Union Transfer or whatever, and then we got cheesesteaks afterwards at the two places in Philadelphia, Pat and Gino's, and we went to the one, and Brian demanded we go to the other one as well to have a comparison. And I was like, I already ate a whole cheesesteak, and he's like, he wouldn't take no for an answer, so he bought us all like another cheesesteak.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you have a preference? Do you remember which one you liked better?
I forget. I always liked the one without like all the lights. I forget which one's that one is.
Oh yeah, Gino's is the flashy one.
Yes.
Pat's is more of the. I like Pat's personally.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, Pat's is delicious.
I don't think I've ever had a cheesesteak I didn't like.
Right.
So they were both good. Yeah.
All the real Philadelphians will tell you that
Neither of
them
those,
are
yeah,
any
it's
good.
for tourists.
It's some place and whatever. But
Yeah,
I'm
they
never
also-
going to find whatever place they're talking about.
No.
So
Yeah.
it's just a good central location. Go there, get your steak.
It's ridiculous that there's two places there. Yeah. I felt weird crossing the street to go to the other one, but Brian was just like,
Right.
let's go.
Oh, I love it.
So.
And I think he fell asleep on the way home from eating too many cheesesteaks in the front seat.
Yep, that'll happen.
As long as he wasn't driving.
No.
Do you guys have any other stories that you maybe want to mention that you can mention on air? Nothing that's going to get anybody in trouble. Or
Remember that time we went to New York to play it with Roy, and he kept going to the corner store again, more sandwiches. He kept leaving and coming back with a sandwich. He must have ate like 4 or 5 sandwiches.
All those corner stores in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
good sandwich
kept eating
territory.
sandwiches.
That was a good time. The rides there and back. There was like 6 of us packed into like a Subaru.
Yeah, my
right?
old Subaru wagon. Yeah,
Too many of us in the car.
and it was like raining on the way home, and everybody was asleep. And I was like, "We're gonna die. But luckily, nobody woke up.
I think 4 locos were involved
Yeah.
in that night, which
Oh,
is
no.
which if that you can probably gather how the night went
Yeah,
for us,
yeah.
Right.
just based on that.
It also dates it too. There was like a certain era where
Yeah,
that was like
yeah,
the thing. Like
yeah.
everybody was drinking.
And Brian like bought-
Terrible, disgusting
Brought-
drink,
Yes, horrible.
brought
it
He
does
like
the
brought
trick.
a whole suitcase full of like weird percussion instruments, like it was like a real, it was like kind of a throw together band. Like we were playing country music, and like Brian was just, shakers and tambourines, and yeah, it was awesome.
When he was in the Money Notes and I was in Cabinet, we did like a little tour at one point. It was just like 3 shows or something like that. I think we played like Penn State and Pittsburgh and Cleveland or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But he is just like the best guy to be on the road with.
Right.
He just knows what to say always in every situation to make it like 10 times better somehow. But we had a good old time out in Cleveland, and well, it wasn't Bry, actually, but one of our other friends who was with us on the road. We were hanging out in Cleveland, and we were after the show, and my cousin Pappy is from Cleveland there, so we were staying at his folks' place. But they live really close to Lake Erie, so we went to one of their friends' houses who lived on the beach there right next to Lake Erie. It was the summertime. We went down there and we were hanging out, and our one friend had a couple pops. He was feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
And there were these 2 flights of stairs going down to the beach, about 10 or 15 steps each, and so it was Shane actually. And sorry, Shane, but I'm telling the story. Shane was feeling pretty good, and he got to the first flight of steps, and he didn't see it, and he fell all the way down the steps.
Yeah.
And he got up, and he was a little beat up, and I was like, "Oh my God, are you okay, man? Like, you all right?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. And he took one more step and fell down the next flight of steps. So not quite a story about Bry, but Bry was there for that. We got a good laugh out of that, and I think a couple of us ended up sleeping in the van that night. It's kind of one of those nights too.
Right.
Yeah, but great guy to be out on the road with. I mean, just life of the party. Always lots of good times with him traveling around.
And he's one of those guys too it's always there when everybody else, how many fundraisers has he done, benefits, things for everybody. NEPA scene included, Keith Perks put together a really great benefit there. And then afterwards, he's like, "Let me make a big donation to you." And I'm like, "No, I couldn't. But he ended up giving us a very big donation, which actually got us through the rest of the year.
That's awesome.
NEPA scene would not be here without Brian Craig either.
Wow.
So
And just think of like the Bog, like over the years, how many bands that have played there, and it was just such a hub in Scranton for like some decent sized acts came through there.
Yeah.
Like had, at different points for like, and that was the place where they played. And like Scranton doesn't really have a, it has venues now, but at that time it was kind of slim. And
That was the one like in between kind of like bar venue where just bands like coming through Scranton
and then
wanted to play. Yeah.
Geez, and we I mean, how many times did we play there as the country band?
Yeah, like a million times.
Like we play there every Wednesday to like nobody for.
And it was the
It
best
was so much
time.
fun. Yeah,
always
yeah.
of our lives.
And I think they had music on Wednesday because Bri was the bartender and he just wanted us. He wanted to watch, so he
Right.
would have us.
Oh yeah, and he was great behind it. We'd be playing a song, and you'd look up, and you'd see Brian
He'd
behind the
just be like,
bar,
yeah.
fist pumping, slamming down a shot. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, he loved it. Yeah, and like we were playing for like the door. We'd all make
Yeah, we wouldn't make any money.
$8 a guy.
Yeah.
It was like I think there was 8 people in the band at once.
But he's a good cultivator of like
It was-
good times.
it was a
like
great
that.
time, yeah.
As Bryce says, let's have a time.
Let's have a time.
Let's have a time. Just want to have a time.
Yeah.
Well, it's so important, I think, that you have venue owners or people who are managers or whoever that run a place that really love music, that care about it,
Yeah.
and that are going to book and allow that kind of stuff. Because there's so many places where like, I don't want to get involved with all the logistics and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, to have such a small place and to pack so many people in there, I've been to so many shows
Yeah.
where it's like you couldn't even breathe in that place.
Yeah,
but
I
it's
just
all
thought
such a good time.
Another. It was a real crowded night, and my friend Eddie kept putting money in the jukebox and playing Bruce Springsteen, and I was getting so mad. He's like, "That's enough, the boss!"
That's enough of the fun.
That's enough, the boss. Oh man.
My move used to be I would go in there, and if I knew I was leaving, I would go to the jukebox and I would play that song Tequila. But I would play it like 4 times in a row and walk out. Just let everybody deal with that. I think Bryce started getting a little tired of that.
Yeah.
If he remembers even.
Yeah, bartending's not a fun job.
No,
Like,
don't want to hear Tequila 4 times in a row when you're bartending.
I mean, he wasn't just a bartender. He was a painter at the time, so he would get up at 6 in the morning, and work an 8, 9, 10 hour day, and then come to the bar and
Right.
serve drinks till 2 o'clock in the morning. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So how did this fundraiser come together? How did you guys become a part of it? I'm sure there was a list of people who really wanted to get on this thing.
Yeah, the list is like, it's just, everybody just wants to be part of it and help out, and kind of
Yeah.
help support Bry. But Bill Orner really, headed
He's
captained
done
the ship
so much,
on it.
yeah.
He came in. He's been down in Austin a lot lately, and when he heard about Bry, he flew right up here, and I was really happy to see him, because Bill's he's really good at setting this kind of stuff up, and it's taking care of business really.
Yeah, it's
And,
incredible.
I mean, he just he put the word out there, and then like all the donations and the helping hands just started flooding in like crazy from all over NEPA, pretty much. And so yeah, Bill set it up, and and then of course he wanted to have some music there, and Chris and I were more than happy to lend our services for that, as are a whole bunch of other great musicians. Mike Quinn will be there, and Pat Finnerty and Brian Langen and Mighty Fine Wines getting back together for a little show.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
Yeah, they're probably rehearsing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I dropped my little PA system off for Bill so they could practice.
Yep. So, and the Tom Petty Appreciation Band is going to be there as well, which is
Oh yeah.
quite a crowd pleaser of a
Yeah.
band.
Tom Graham is going to be there.
Tom Graham will be
Yeah.
there. Hey, but who else is there? But
Can I grab
Yeah.
this?
There you go.
Absolutely.
I think
Yeah,
we got
it's-
everybody.
That's why I brought it.
Yeah, Charles Avira.
Charles, that's right.
Yeah,
Chuck.
yeah.
Chuck
These
Avira.
Idle Hands, the other
Nice.
Jim Simon
Yep, yep.
and Chris Notchick and that crew. AJ's in that band, and so yeah, they're like everybody, Adams Avenue is coming out.
Yeah, that's Bry's crew.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Bry's
yeah.
crew of peeps there.
Because
musicians.
Idle Hands is like it's a Jim from the barber shop, and
Right.
so yeah.
Adams is going to be quiet that night because everybody's
Well,
Everybody's
going
gonna be at the
Yeah,
Cultural
well, after
Center,
10
yeah.
o'clock, I get the feeling that the bog is going to be jam-packed
Yeah,
on
right.
Friday. It's going to be
Yeah.
one of those days where everybody wants to be down there, probably. And I mean, we're hoping to get, thousands of people over at the Cultural Center, so
Yeah.
hopefully, that floods right into downtown once it's done.
It's wild to like a close friend of mine from growing up, Chris Siegel, had a similar form of cancer, some sort of intestinal thing, and he's getting a similar treatment to Bri, and they've been, I think, sharing some stories. And his benefit was last Sunday, and it was just amazing to see, the community. I'm from like the Factoryville area, and that whole community is getting together, and like everybody for Bri, and as he mentioned earlier, one of my bandmates and the founder of Cornstock, Anthony Hannigan, was just diagnosed with esophagus cancer, and I'm sure there'll be something for him coming up to, it's just, it's nice to see the community come together for these things, for support, and it really, especially this time of year, it's like Thanksgiving, to show your gratitude, because I was brought up to say, like, you don't feel gratitude, you show gratitude. So this is a good way of doing that, and, I'm grateful to be a part of it, and be able to help out and do my part, and whatever,
That's definitely indicative of NEPA. People are cynical and complain a lot about the area, but at the end of the day,
we're all in it
everybody gets
together. Yeah,
Totally. Yeah, we take care of our own for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So let's talk about how you guys started performing together. You guys have been, doing your own music for a long time. How did you guys start performing together?
Everybody else moved away.
Yeah, we were each other's last options. Basically, we were all we had.
Fine, all right.
As soon as Roy and Pappy were
Yeah,
gone, I
that's
said,
it.
"Well, I
Yeah,
guess I'm stuck with this weird bald guy. I
I'm
guess
stuck with this weird bald guy.
You're stuck with you every day."
I know,
right?
it's not easy. It's not easy.
Nah, Chris and I. How long have we known each other?
You got my watch on.
6:30.
7. Yeah, I met him on the way here. We really hit it off.
Maybe 7 years or
7,
something.
10, 9.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chris and I met each other through music as well, of course. And he was in Coal Town Rounders, and I enjoyed them quite thoroughly.
We were always a big fan of you guys.
And those guys liked Cabinet as well, and so we just we ended up playing a whole bunch of shows together. And
we did the country band.
I think when we did the country band, that's when we started to realize that we were really like into the exact same kind of music.
There's very few people who like appreciate the subtleties of Lefty Frizzell and Merle Haggard, and especially in Scranton,
Right.
That is under the age of 65. So
yeah, Chris and I,
we got to stick together.
That's it. We got nobody else. But yeah, we can get in the car and listen to the Sons of the Pioneers recordings from like the 1940s, and it's perfectly normal.
Yeah.
There's not too many other people that I know that I could do that with. So without them being like, okay, enough of this weird cowboy crap. Let's listen to some actual music.
Yeah.
But I love that stuff, and so does Chris, and we just love that old country. And
we both kind of look at music the same way. It's like, wait, listen to that part. Like,
total nerd out.
Yeah, like there's few people like that's how I can really get along with someone if there's a second of a song that like just makes your head explode. Like, and you have to listen to it a couple of times to really get it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll sit there and do the rewind for a while on certain stuff.
And we both love to sing, and we both love like to sing harmonies, and both of our dads are singers, and the four of us got to sing together a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, which was awesome.
We got to sing Home on the Range.
Dudes and dads.
Dudes and dads, yeah.
Dudes and dads. Yeah, we sang.
That's a concert right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. It was cool. The four of us had never sung together before.
Yeah. JP's dad and my dad never met, but they were like...
They locked right in.
Yeah. So it's great.
That's when you know the friendship's good.
That's right.
Yeah, I think it really came together. I helped your family move a piano once. And
that's right, when my parents were moving.
Really,
yeah.
And then they fed us really good food. Mm-hmm. It's the last meal I had over there. I think you guys need a piano moved anytime soon. Looking at you guys.
Nah,
Biondos.
That thing's staying there now. Needs a little tuning, actually. Gotta take care of that.
So how do you guys decide what songs you want to do? I'm sure that's pretty easy since you guys kind of have similar tastes.
Yeah, one of us usually just says like, "Hey, want to do this song?"
Yeah,
and the other
and
one
you guys
usually
just both
goes,
know it already.
Sometimes, not always.
Yeah,
he knows a lot of songs I don't know for sure.
You got a better memory than he does.
Huh?
What was your name again? Usually it'll be like because we vibe on the same kind of wavelengths. Like I'll hear a song that just like stop me in my tracks, and I'll just immediately just learn it, and then be like, dude, listen to this.
This is the
And-
one.
And same with like songs that he and I have written like separately. We I'll bring him one and he'll like it, or we'll do one of his tunes, and we kind of know what needs to be added to.
Yeah, what needs to be where.
Yeah, at least for how we perform it. Yeah, it's really fun. I really like playing music with you.
Yeah, I enjoy it too.
Aw. You guys are so cute.
Happy Thanksgiving, bud.
Yes, turkey.
You guys have obviously spent a lot of time in bands over the years. How is that transitioning to solo stuff or the duo stuff? Is it different? Is it a different approach for you guys? Is it?
Yeah, it's totally different.
Yeah.
Of course, you can't. There's not as much power in one or two people as there is in 6 or 7.
Right.
Or 10 with the horn section.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, tonight's gonna rock.
Yeah.
But it's cool. I mean, when Cabinet stopped playing, I kind of had a weird like, who am I now moment or something,
right.
Same.
But
Not when Cabinet stopped, but when Cold Time Rider stopped.
Yeah.
It's like, well, wait, now what?
yeah,
Yeah.
what was that identity crisis? Right?
Yeah.
If
Started
you
wearing
will.
wigs, and
You look good.
I look
a couple
great,
months
yeah.
there. And you shaved the wig off.
the glue was very hard to get off.
Left your head looking nice and shiny though.
What's the lighting in here? It's very fluorescent.
It's not too kind to.
No, it's all right. One time I was playing a gig and I was wearing a cowboy hat and I took it off and I heard a gasp from the audience. And, my gosh, he's bald! And I like that. I could. It was amazing. So if you're watching, thank you. You've entertained me for a long time.
That's funny.
Yeah. But we didn't come here to talk about how bald I am.
We didn't? I
We
did.
came here to talk about how bald I am.
I think I got you beat.
Yeah, you got.
Yeah.
I think so.
If it's I mean, I'm balder.
Yeah. I'm catching up though.
Yeah. How old are you? I don't know if you.
35.
Okay, I got you by 2 years. So
Okay.
this is what your future's looking like.
It's worse because my father has this beautiful full set of hair. He has this gorgeous, like, huge, thick hair, and I've got like barely anything. I don't know how that happened.
My dad's bald, so it makes sense. But what were we talking about?
Oh, we're talking about transitioning from a band into a
Yes.
You
solo.
have a great memory.
Or duo. Thank you. Not usually. Short term, maybe. Yeah, so it's a whole different thing. You have to approach it differently, but it's. I love both of them. I love playing in a band. I love playing with Chris or by myself. It's but doing the stuff with just Chris or just me or just him by himself. You approach it with a little more of a delicateness or something, and
It also depends on like the room. If you're playing like
totally
like AJ's room, like Carl Hall, like we've done duo gigs there where it was like
Hear
pin drop
drop,
quiet,
Right.
and it's been like super powerful from like as a performer standpoint to be like, people sitting still for that long. But Cabinet plays Peach Fest. You need all those guys.
Oh, I'm jumping all over
Even
that
Pappy.
stage.
Yeah.
Even Pappy. Yeah, and you do. I mean, there's something super special about playing in a band and like just feeling that like force that you're creating, of sound and pushing that out into the world and letting your fans listen to it and get down to it. Like I love that feeling. It's great. I kind of miss that a little bit about Cabinet.
Right.
But we'll be playing on New Year's, which is we're excited about that.
Yeah, I saw that. That's great.
And that's down in Harrisburg. But I also really love, playing on a smaller stage in a really quiet little place where everybody's really into the music, just the same as they would be at a band show. But they're very locked in on it. Like there's something very, I don't know, like cathartic or something, or it's like I like the feeling. I don't know how to explain it really, but it feels good.
Now, do you guys have? We have musicians on the show all the time who talk about like, oh, I got to do those, the bar gigs and stuff like that. But your gigs are very different in the sense that like you're not playing top 40, you're not playing,
No.
whatever
Top 40 from the 50s sometimes.
right.
Yeah.
Totally different demographic and feel. So, like, how do you go about booking those shows and like finding the rooms where that works for those people and like you didn't get those kind of crowds who are
I don't
interested
know.
in
Like
that kind of stuff.
I've been playing music for like almost 10 years, and I never ever tried to learn stuff that people would like, or what like what's I don't know, like a top 40 cover band would play. I don't know. It's kind of like
Maybe that Rob Thomas song.
So Smooth.
Yeah,
We saw a band play that. It was smooth.
it was.
It was a hot one.
Yeah,
I danced to
7
it. It
inches
was-
from the midday sun.
Yeah. It was a hot one. I don't know. I mean, like, you have more name recognition than I do, but like, we kind of play the spots that Kearney used to play.
Yeah. Well, it turns out like a lot of people like those songs.
Yeah.
They just don't know them, and we love the versions that we know of them, and that's why we like to sing them. We love all those artists and singers and songwriters.
Right.
But people hear us sing it, and they're like, "Oh, these guys are doing that's pretty cool." And turns out people actually kind of like that stuff. They're not going to go searching for it when they're home or listening to music or whatever.
Sure.
But if they happen to be out at Jack's in
Yeah,
Scranton while we're playing, they're like, "Oh yeah, okay."
And we're not, like, playing anything that's, like, that really hard to... It's it's accessible, what we play.
Yeah.
It's just,
Sure.
like, they're nice songs. They're not super, like... They're pretty simple. We sing them nicely with harmonies and stuff like that. It's pleasing to, hopefully, to people's ears, and
Right.
I think that's kind of an easy sell. But we don't really like play anywhere where we don't know everybody, which
It's
is
true.
probably a bad thing.
we're very
Yeah.
very happy in our little bubble,
Yeah,
aren't we?
yeah. But we've spread it out a little bit. We played in State College over the weekend at the Elk Creek Cafe, and we did a festival in Ohio last summer, Duck Creek. That
It was awesome.
Oh, it was so great. That the Cold Town Rounders played at a couple years ago. That we kept in touch with those guys, and they're so good. We have a pretty good network of people who believe in not just like bluegrass and country and Americana, but just real music and stuff that they're not worried about. Well, how many people are you going to bring in the door or whatever like that. They're more interested
Right.
in. I mean, don't get me wrong.
They want that.
They want
and we
sure,
want
but-
that too.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
they're more into just having something real.
Yeah.
You know,
Like Brian. We got a bunch of
Yeah.
Bryans.
Got a bunch of
at
Bryans,
our
yeah.
back.
Right.
It's awesome.
yeah.
So you guys gonna work on any solo records? I know you've been working on something for a while.
Yeah, I finished one up. I'm gonna do a hard release of it next month, actually.
Okay.
Yep. So it'll be out. Blue Radio, it's called. Yep. So
It's very good.
yeah, I'm happy with how it came out. I'm kind of like over it all at the same time too.
Right.
But I'm pleased with the way it came out, and my buddy Roy Williams helped me produce it.
Where'd you guys record that?
At the Windmill Agency in Mount Cobb.
Okay.
Eric Ritter's place, which is one of my favorite studios ever. He's got really good everything up there, and he's just the best guy.
He's totally he's unnervingly nice and relaxed.
Yeah, he's awesome. He really puts you in a good space there to get your songs out. It's cool. He not too long ago he replaced all the light bulbs in his ceiling in the studio with these specific LED lights that can be turned any color you want. And so if you're trying to like set the mood or something, you can download this app on your phone,
Okay.
and then you control the lights with the app and the brightness and dimness, and then the color as well. So you can like set the mood for whatever you want it to be for that particular song that you're recording.
Yeah.
And it's really awesome. Like it's a really cool little thing to have at a studio. But on top of that, the place is just great, and Eric also helped me, produce the album too. And like I said, I'm happy with how it came out, and hopefully people will like it.
Now, is this original songs or traditional stuff? Or,
It's all original except for one traditional, like Irish tune.
Okay.
Yep.
How about you? Do you have anything that you're working on or want to do?
Probably.
Chris has got enough songs for a record for sure.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, he's working on it.
Yeah. That's the short answer is yes. But I've been in talks with Roy Williams, who is like my musical spirit animal.
You guys should look up him. By the way.
Yeah, Roy's the best.
His last album is amazing.
He is so prolific too. He like just sends me tunes, and they're like, he's like he could do anything. He plays like gypsy jazz guitar, and then like he just put out a record of like songs that he wrote and sang on piano. He's New York City's rock and roll missionary, and he's been recording his own stuff, and I sent him a couple of rough cuts of some tunes that I'd like to record, and he's gonna hopefully over the winter cut at least an EP to put something, just to have a little keepsake of songs. I don't know. But JP made me get a licensing thing, so I don't get ripped off.
Well, that's right. One of the songs on my album is actually one of Chris's songs that I requested that I could record, and Chris said that would be all right. So yeah, we got Chris some publishing rights.
Yeah,
and he'll be collecting the big bucks once.
It's like a fraction of a cent every time.
In like 4 years, you'll get a check for like $80, maybe.
Right.
Maybe. I'm thinking it's going to be like when you're a waiter, like the paychecks you get are like like $4 and like 85 cents.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Every 2 weeks.
Yep. Yeah, that's pretty much what you'll be looking at.
Yeah. So
it's a beautiful song, though. It's like I love it. A Little Longer is what it's called, and it's really nice. Had Mark Woodyat play some violin on it. It's
Nice.
just kind of a sweet little sad number, but really pretty.
Now, do you have to get in a certain mindset to write these types of songs? Because I think a lot of the traditional stuff, it's like, oh my God, it sounds so nice, but it's so depressing. Like the lyrics of
we're pretty sad guys. Don't
sad boys.
Yeah, don't let the laughs fool you. Hanging on by a thread.
Yep, this is true.
Yeah.
It's easy to be inspired to
Who
write a
isn't,
sad
though?
song.
That's true. Right.
Like if you listen to any song, any rock song, any pop song, it's about I want to die because I can't have you. That's
Right,
every
right.
song. It's
Absolutely.
every song.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't live if living is without you. I want to hold your hand up. It's
Can't
a little,
live.
yeah,
I can't give anymore.
yeah.
I can't live if living is without you. I can't live. I can't give it. But did you want to sing it? I'm sorry.
No, I don't.
That's a great song.
Didn't Mitch do that?
Yeah. Mitch loves Harry Nielsen.
Who doesn't?
Yeah. Harry Nielsen
He's
rules.
the best. Never played a show, right? Never played a
Yeah, I
concert.
don't think so, yeah. Just wild. Like, it's like, well, Steely Dan's playing concerts now.
Did they not?
They were always like just a studio band for a long time.
Huh.
But yeah, I saw they're in like Bethel Woods or something.
Okay.
this year.
Cashing in.
Yep. It's time.
You got to at some point.
Yeah.
You wanna? We'll take let's see what the questions and comments. You guys feel free to throw some questions at us or anything like that.
I think Dimitri from the new bar to open in Scranton, the 16th Ward, asked JP to scratch my head on the air, and I think we did that.
We did that. We took
that.
care of that. He texted me.
Yeah.
Said I'm watching.
My wife actually wants to know how is your cat painting, Chris?
Oh wow! I forgot it. It's
a good question.
It's humongous. It's probably about as big as that. Cole
yeah, I think
created.
so.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Are you making a painting of a cat?
No.
or-
Okay. So, Rich's wife, did she?
We drove by this house.
I was
and
haggling at
there
a yard
was
sale.
A yard sale, and there was this gigantic cat painting, and we both turned to each other like, "Who the hell is going to buy that thing?" And sure enough, maybe an hour or so later, I see your picture on Facebook displaying your proud cat painting.
So, what happened was
That's incredible.
it was on. I think it was on Harrison Avenue.
Yeah, I think
Scranton?
so. Yeah.
We were going to Matt Hiller and Ian O'Hara, who were in the Colton Runners. They lived together in the Hill section, and Matt was driving my car for whatever reason. I was like, you need to pull over right now.
I need that cat.
So like it's honest to God, it's like 4 feet tall by 5 feet wide. It's huge. It's huge. And it's this cat like laid out on a couch.
Yeah.
And I was like, we pulled over, like turned around and came back, and by that time someone had bought it. But this girl was like, she's like, nope, it's mine, it's mine. I was like, come on. And she couldn't fit it in her car.
Yes.
And so she's like, I can't do it. And I was like, I didn't know how I was going to fit in the car either, but I didn't care.
Right.
I waited for her to leave to she bought it for $20. And so I was like, how about this? I'll give you $21. And she's like, just give me $20. But I gave her $21. And just stepped into the roof of my car. And Ian wasn't home at the time. So I hung it up in his room, right in his bed. Awesome. Like it's still there. It's still next to his bed. So every morning he wakes up next to this gigantic painting of a white fluffy cat, like all like lounging.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So yeah, I have to get that from him. But I thought that was that had been,
you fought hard for that
5 years ago.
It had to be a while. My wife has much better memory than I do. So
yeah, that would stand out to me. You know,
that's funny.
Yeah. But I should send you some pictures of. I have an extensive bad art collection.
I would definitely like to.
A
see
lot
that.
of like black velvet paintings.
You have a Velvet Elvis.
I do. Yeah.
That's
I have a
key
velvet
to
painting of a cockfight, and then I have a painting. There's a gas station out in like central Pennsylvania that sells these like ridiculous velvet paintings, and so I bought the velvet painting of a cockfight, and then like a couple years later, I bought another one, and it's a chicken with like the outline of the same cockfight, like just like dreaming of another cockfight.
That's deep.
So good.
Yeah,
that's something that you could sit there and really contemplate.
it's very yeah.
Oh, that cracks me up.
Let's see, Michael Arcangeletti. Hey, Chris, besides having to tuck your pants in, any new advice you've learned?
Tuck your pants in?
I tuck my shirt in my pants. I'm over 30. Arky knows.
Any advice you've learned for those who are over 30?
Oh, man, I'm almost 40, so...
it's very general.
I eat a lot of chocolate, which is probably a bad thing, but on the Dove chocolate things, the wrappers, it says "be good" or "be good at it." I thought that was a good one.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I ran into him at Northern Light a couple years ago, and he commented, "I had my shirt tucked in." And I said, "I'm over 30. I tuck my shirt in now." And he liked that.
He remembered.
He remembered. Yeah. Hey, buddy.
People with some good memories today.
Yeah, they're going deep.
What's that first line of that George Harrison song?
Sunrise doesn't last all morning.
I like that one.
All things must pass. Yeah, like good or bad, everything. This too shall pass. But yeah, that all things must pass. The opening line of the song is "Sunrise doesn't last all morning."
Great line.
So that's my advice. Sunrise doesn't last all morning. But the sun does set at like 3 p.m. now at this time of year.
Yes, it does.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Missy Bauer says, "Hi, Chris and JP. Some NEPA is best."
Hi, Missy.
Hey, Missy.
And Dmitry Starkov says, "Spoken for that cat painting." Gonna have some competition.
Oh man,
for that cat painting.
Yeah, Dmitry, if you want to hang that in your new bar, I'm in.
Yeah. Look nice in there.
Yeah, Missy's one of my friend's moms. She lives in Factoryville. Does a lot with the church. She's a big supporter of music. It's good people commenting. All for me, none for you. Your people are out getting
smashed.
Yeah.
Look, she said hello, Chris and JP.
Yes, that's true.
All right. Some of NEPA's finest.
Yes.
Yeah.
She included you in that.
Yeah. Well,
I was starting to feel a little.
She's nice. She's nice.
I'm sure she is.
I'm surprised people aren't people usually make fun of me a lot more on the internet.
Yeah, you're getting away with murder here today, pretty much.
They'll
it all
take a
depends.
screenshot of me and be like,
well, there you go. You just
yeah.
So what's the future for you guys musically? You'd said your days are numbered in Scranton. You posted that recently.
Yep.
So what are you looking at?
I think I'm going to be scooting up to Vermont in the spring,
Okay.
where I will be continuing, my musical journey, for sure, and be a little closer to my. I'm cashing in for a better duo partner.
That hurts so much. That hurts so much.
I'm just kidding, bud.
Pappy and I,
My cousin Pap lives up
we
there.
hate each other. I mean, it's not real, the feud that we have.
Yeah.
I love him, but don't tell him that.
We'll see him tonight.
Yeah.
And Roy.
And Roy, yeah.
What a good night it's going to be.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely. You guys are headed right over the Jazz Cafe after that. What are you guys doing over there?
We're doing the band.
The Last
Waltz.
Remaking the whole show.
It's we just had I've been running these tunes like by myself, and then to sing as soon as we walked in for sound check, they were playing one of the tunes I was singing. I just walked right in, started singing. It's I think there's 10 people in the band, and some really heavy hitters. Like the drummer used to tour with Bob Dylan, the guitar player used to play with Van Morrison.
Yeah,
and,
recorded with Van
Morrison.
Morrison.
Professor Louis, was kind of a sideman for the band in the later years, and Justin Mazer, Mike Miz, Nick Driscoll, all local guys. It's Dave Brown is going to sing a couple songs. JP singing songs. I'm singing songs. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be a blast.
It's so good. We hardly have to do anything.
I know, it's great. It's so great.
We just walk in and start singing.
Just walk in, take your coat off, and then that's it.
I didn't even take my coat off.
Yeah.
It was great.
I have to sing the Van Morrison songs, though, and those are not easy songs to sing at all.
I'd imagine
I'm a little concerned about what my struggles might be like tonight with some of them, because that guy's an animal maniac, too. But melodies are very, very high.
You had a lot of time to rehearse that?
No, I didn't really rehearse it. It should be fine, though.
You're just going to wing it?
Yeah. I mean, we just did a little run-through earlier. It sounded fine, but it'll be fun.
That's an all-star lineup, for sure.
Yeah. We've been getting pretty pumped for this one for a while.
Yeah.
With that lineup, so.
We know all the in-between talking parts of the whole. This is a live concert.
Right.
Yeah.
And the man.
Yeah.
And you guys played Peach and Cornstock earlier this year too. How were those gigs? I mean, you had very different sets. You had the cabinet set, and then your solo set as well, which I got to catch was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was great, man. I mean, what was the question again? I'm sorry. I got kind of.
Just talking about Peach and
Why are you
Cornstock
such an idiot
in
with the
general.
question?
Hey, I'm trying to hear the question.
What did you have a good time? What was it like? All that good stuff.
Yeah, playing Peach Fest is always a blast.
You guys always go over really well. I mean, that set went over really well.
It was super fun, It was nice. That was the first time the band had played together since our hiatus too.
Right.
So it was nice to get up on stage with the rest of the dudes, and
Yeah.
Even Pappy.
lay some even Pappy, lay down some cabinet tunes, and it was awesome. And then to do my solo set too, which Chris helped me out with.
Yeah.
And our friend Ellen
Siberian Tiger.
Siberian Tiger.
Who's playing in Philly on the 30th. We're going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I forget where, but we're going. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was great. I never heard of her before that, but
She's really
I'll never
cool.
forget that name now.
Yeah.
She's
Did you
got
look
the
her
perfect
up?
name.
She's got
immediately.
Yeah, she's got
It's
some
like-
great tunes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
she sings so nice.
Yeah.
And plays really nice too. So it was cool that we met her at Carl Hall actually.
Yeah.
One night we played there, and we just kind of kept in touch. And
Yeah, I really wanted to see Lewis and Clark because Lou was the coolest dude when I was younger because he skated and he was cool and he played this sensitive, quiet folk music, which was more into heavier stuff then. And I like it now.
Yeah.
But and then his set, we watched some of it and then ended up singing in the green room with Ellen
for 2 hours
Yeah.
straight. Until AJ was like, "Okay, guys, you have to get out
Yeah.
of my bar."
yeah.
The cops.
I
are
have
there.
to go home.
The cops
Yeah.
want you to leave.
So yeah, we ended up really hitting it off with her, and that set at Peach was great. Your solo set.
It was
Yeah.
fun. Thanks, man. But if I didn't have Ellen there, it wouldn't have been quite as cool. She really kick things up a notch.
Yeah. I mean, there was even somebody else singing with you, too.
Yeah, well, I mentioned that you helped me out with that.
No, I'm just kidding.
But yeah, finishing the set with those, we did 2 songs, 3 of us there at the end, and
Powerhouse.
yeah, it was
it was
awesome.
great.
I think we finished with Memories of You, Sweetheart,
I
right?
think so. And you guys shared that. Thank you.
That's
I didn't know that was recorded.
I did. I recorded most of the set, and then my phone, because of the heat coming down, and then recording at the same time, it overheated. So I got most of the set, and that was the last song it would let me. I had to stop it for a while and then record that. So I got to get the last song in there.
Nice.
But yeah, I have the video. I should upload it to YouTube.
Wow.
Yeah.
I got to ride in a golf cart.
That's
You
always
feel special?
I did. I think Bonesaw drove it.
Of course he did.
Yeah. Yeah. That was cool.
All right.
Those
So
are great questions.
what are you guys looking forward to with Friday? We'll wrap up and get you guys on your way over to the Jazz
Just
Cafe.
like the random people that I probably haven't seen in 10 years coming out of the woodwork.
I feel like
you know?
it's going to be a
It's
huge
gonna
family
be
reunion
an
type of
incredible
deal.
reunion of people. Yeah.
Like getting probably 250 hugs.
Great hugs too.
Yeah.
They're all gonna be real good. All Bry hugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I'm just so amazed with it still. You know, it hasn't even happened yet, and it's just I'm just pumped to go there and share my love for Kreger with everyone else who have the same love for him, you know.
Got t-shirts.
And yeah, the T-shirts are awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you for mentioning that. I went
Right.
to Loyalty and stopped down to get these. So we have
Yeah.
this one here, which is pretty great,
Real sweet.
and we have this one too, which is a little bit more of a read there. But
My buddy got cancer, and all I got was this lousy t-shirt.
F cancer.
Have cancer.
Yep, those are beauties.
yeah, so that's cool. So those are going to be on sale, and you can also make donations. I wanted to mention this too. You can donate at briancraigfundraiser.bigcartel.com. You can also buy your tickets for this show coming up on Friday there as well. So I'm sure you can get them at the door as well. But
You can get them at the door, and you can get them at the Bog in Scranton. You can get the Backyard Ale House at Jack's, at the Barber Shop at
Yep.
Loyalty.
It's Stalter's.
That's Stalter's Cafe.
Yeah. I think all the barbershops have them.
every barbershop.
No. Well, there's Loyalty has 3
Yes.
locations, yeah.
Yeah, there's
Yes.
one down
So,
here, right?
There's
Yep.
one in Wilkes-Barre here, there's one in Archbald, there's one in Scranton, and they're all selling tickets, so. You know, any little bit helps. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be great. I mean, not only is it going to be a blast, because it's just going to be a great group of people there, but it's, you know, we're helping out our guy, you know, we're taking care of him and his family, and it's going to be a good one. It's going to be quite the event, I have a feeling.
Well, I was going back and forth with a bunch of people in text messages today about live streaming it, and so we're definitely going to live stream a bunch of the sets on NEPA Scene's Facebook page, so you can stay tuned for that as well. We're also trying to figure out a way to maybe stream from Brian Craig's house so that he can watch. And we can watch him watching us, which is even weirder. I've never had a request for that before. I've had a lot of requests to stream stuff, but that's definitely a new one. So I don't know if we can figure out the logistics of that, but that would be interesting if we could get that to work.
I don't know how I feel about that, but
I think it's kind of weird.
yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Whatever Bry wants. If he wants it, sure, we'll figure it out for him.
I'll out him. That's Anthony Ranella's suggestion. So, you know.
Go hang out with
Take,
Bry.
take it with a can. Take it with a grain of salt. Sarah Weaver Reed says, you guys were great at Cornstock. Thanks for the singing lesson.
Oh, hi. Yeah.
Nice. Hi, Sarah.
Hi. Sorry we weren't better at teaching you.
Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. We sang that with like a group of... Chris and I ran a workshop, a harmony
cool.
singing workshop, which we are not music teachers
No.
by any means at
I don't
all.
think we're almost musicians. I would say that.
But we just had this group of like maybe 10 or 15 people.
Yeah,
and
it
we
was
were all
awesome.
just like
Yeah.
finding our parts and, helping each other sing some harmonies. And it was really fun.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. So thanks for the shout out.
Yeah,
Sarah.
that was one of the highlights for me.
It was pretty fun. I was like kind of nervous about it, but then it turned out to be like incredibly fun.
Yeah, it was super fun. Cornstock this year was like I've never been less prepared but more confident about what I was doing. And that's a testament to Anthony Hannigan, like, because he's just like, yes, everything's great, you know. So, yeah.
We also, speaking of the devil, we were talking about you before this. Jason Reedmiller says, JP, where's the trash stash?
Shut up, Reed Miller. Go to bed.
And for the record, that pose that he and I were like going like this, that you posted that picture,
yes.
That was per Reed Miller's instruction. Like,
That picture's great.
it is pretty funny, but I was like, oh God, it looks like, you know, like a family, like awkward family photo. From, like,
You were so
Kmart.
happy. You were so uncomfortably happy in that picture. It's a great
Most
shot.
members of my family are like, you know, we're intense, whether it's happy, sad.
You go all the way. Kearneys go all the way.
All the way up. Yeah.
Up to 11.
Yeah.
Nah, the trash dash is staying away for a while, Reed Miller. Thank you, though.
Wow.
Leave it to him to bring up that, you know?
That's a hurtful thing to say.
Yeah.
Is that cyberbullying?
I think so. I feel bullied.
Yeah. We should block him from the page.
We're trying to end bullying.
Seriously.
Which is
At Cole Creative.
Yeah. Be excellent to each other.
Best advice ever.
Yeah.
Chris Sokol says, Chris K looks rad in a sports coat.
Thank you. It's Burberry, but I got it at the Salvation Army. Just trust me, it's Burberry. But it is from the Salvation Army.
But it's Burberry.
But it is from the Salvation Army.
So, Friday is this Friday, November 23rd, 4 to 10 p.m. at the Scranton Cultural Center.
Be there.
Performances include these two gentlemen here, as well as a reunion of Mighty Fine Wine, Tom Petty Appreciation Band, These Idle Hands, Mike Quinn, Tom Graham, Charles Severa, and Brian Langan. So make sure you buy your tickets, or if you can't go, make a donation. Brian Craig, fundraiser.bigcartel.com. So you guys wanted to end the show with a little song?
Yeah, we'll play you one of my tunes here.
Okay, cool.
To finish things off, this is one of the songs on the album we were talking about earlier.
Okay.
And Chris will just do a little singing with me here, right?
Anything else you guys want to mention before we go as well? Any shout-outs, anything you want to...
Nah, just please get involved with Friday on the 23rd, this Friday coming up. You know, if you can make it down there, or just donate some money to them. We got to take care of our buddy, so.
And just take care of each other. You know, if be a part of your community, be, you know, present at your family function, you know, just be a part of. Help, you know, and not because it makes you feel good or just because that's what we're supposed to do. You know, we're togetherness. Divided we fall. No matter what. Just love each other.
Nailed it. Very nicely said, Chris. What are we doing? Lonely Only?
Yeah, sure.
Smiles and sweaters, you wear them well. I've got miles of traveling to do and stories to tell. Leaves me lonely, only for you. My love, I love you. Make me a painting, a red bird and a rose. Break me open and find all the secrets that nobody else knows. But be lonely, only for me. Now give me some of your loving when I get back home. Believe me, it isn't easy knowing soon again I'll be gone. I'll be lonely,
lonely only for you. You. Kiss me and tell me everything's gonna be alright. Miss me, darling, and tell me that you're lonely late at night. Oh, but lonely only, lonely only, lonely only for me. You, my love, you, I love you. There it is, lonely only.
For you.
Me.
You.